I am 100% sure that you know Conan Gray. Apart from being an amazing musician who was once a YouTuber, you may have heard of him from that one stupid TikTok trend, where people posted edits of the most stupid and unserious and random clips to his song Memories to make them look sad. Like, for example, do you guys remember that pink dragon and a baby? And they also had a twerking chicken, but I'm not gonna show it because YouTube is not gonna like it. Guys, can we stop? I literally cried to this song. Like, it's not funny. Please stop doing this. But I guess that's how you know that your song is good as an artist nowadays. People make a stupid TikTok trend with it. Oh, and also, Conan Gray is best friends with Olivia Rodrigo. So if any Olivia Rodrigo fans are here, hey, ignore all the hate videos I made about her. I don't mean it anymore. It was just a phase. I like her. And genuinely, Conan Gray has a lot of known songs that you definitely heard of. For me personally, he went triple platinum in my bedroom, as you can see. His music sponsored my every single situationship. So I can confidently say that you probably know Conan Gray without even knowing that it's Conan Gray, if that makes sense. And honestly, I've never heard that Conan Gray had any controversy until very recently. You see, Conan released a music video for his song that's actually called The Song and was accused of copying a movie in that music video. But it's actually so much deeper than it seems, because this controversy blew out of proportion and could potentially prevent Conan Gray from posting any more music videos and affect his reputation forever. But what even happened, and are those accusations even true and valid? Let's talk about it. Bye. Before we start, I would just like to say that with this video, I'm not trying to promote hate towards anyone involved in this situation. However, it is also worth mentioning that I am a Conan Gray fan, if you didn't notice. But also, I am a fan of Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, which is the book that the movie that we're gonna talk about today is based on. I've watched the movie and I've read this book in 2 days just for this video. So trust me, I will try my best to be as unbiased as possible. And while we're at it, can you please subscribe to my channel if you like me? Not only that would make me very happy, but also I would make more videos on whichever topics you want me to. So, deal? Okay, now that we talked about this, let's start. So let's get one fact straight. I'm not, and nothing in this video is. You see, Conan Gray's music video follows two characters who fall in love, and they are both boys. Their names are Will and Brando, which kinda sounds like Wishbone, the title of Conan Gray's new album. And in that music video, we see these two characters getting close, having conflicts, and eventually realizing that they are in love with each other. We don't know their story yet, we don't know how they met and what's going on, but regardless, it's a very cinematic music video. Fans like this music video so much, they started posting edits of it on TikTok and even editing other movies to this song by Conan Gray. The song is literally called The Song, for context. And one person decided to post an edit of a short film called Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe to this song, which is a short film based on the book with the same name. And a lot of fans, when they saw the music video, genuinely were like, oh my god, this is so Aristotle and Dante, like, it's giving them. But what nobody could expect is that this edit reached the writer and director of this short film, who decided to take it all too hard. And in an Instagram post, she decided to accuse Conan Gray of copying and stealing her ideas and shots from her short film. But let me just read you what she wrote. Thank you to all the fans that brought to my attention the new Conan Gray music video and instantly recognizing shots, mood, and moments lifted directly from Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, the indie film I wrote and directed. We made that movie with love, intention, and no money. It came out during the strike with no marketing push and struggled to find its audience the way the story deserved. Imitation in this case doesn't feel like flattery, it feels like erasure. When a bigger artist borrows so heavily from a small, queer Latin story without acknowledgement, it's not homage. Just say you like the movie and tag it next time. This post have been since deleted because of all the negative comments it got, but I still want to talk about one thing. This director said that Conan Gray disrespected her movie because he didn't give her credits by copying it, and that he stole from a small, independent, unknown Latina queer director. As if Conan Gray isn't also queer. I can't. I just find it so funny for no reason. Like, this is literally queer on queer violence. But jokes aside, can you just imagine this director's perspective? Imagine being a small, unknown, underpaid artist who just put out like the best project ever that they worked so hard on, and a big artist with way more recognition and way more money and resources just blatantly copies it and doesn't give you any credit. This is obviously such a hard work. There was so much love put into it, knowing that they had absolutely no budget at all. And the film is not known at all. It's a very small indie film with a very small audience. Of course, it didn't get the audience it deserved. Like, I absolutely agree with her on this. And now she has to look at Conan Gray put out a music video that reached like 1 million views, knowing that it's her ideas that are in this music video. If I was in her place, I would be so mad too. But I guess because Conan Gray fans thought that she was too passive aggressive in this post, they just flooded it with negative comments, so she deleted it and instead posted an update. She showed the clips from her short film and Conan Gray's music video side by side so that we could see what exactly she means and what exactly she thinks was copied. On the first one, we see there is a similar brick wall, and also all the car scenes are pretty similar. They also kiss in the truck and they both drive a truck, and there's also in both music video and short film a scene where a truck drives off like a gas station or something. She also draws a connection between Aristotle and Dante walking in the park and Will and Brando on the bikes. There's also a dog in both of those scenes. Something interesting I also see is that in both music videos there's like a similar jersey shirt, like blue with numbers, and a room scene where there is a mirror. And there's also scenes where a character is at work and both of those characters from two completely different universes are wearing a red apron. Also, in both cars there is like something hanging like tennis shoes and a wishbone, which is a crazy similarity. This time the caption on the post says, "The inspiration is obvious. I just wish the director, their team, and artist had acknowledged it. I've reached out privately several times and never received an honest response. Thank you to the lovely fans and friends that put this together, who are choosing to remain nameless to avoid the misplaced hate from some of you." I'm actually so curious to know what it means when she said that she reached out to Conan Gray and his team and said that she never received an honest response. I wonder what that means. At the first glance, it may actually seem to you that, wait, this is so similar. This is literally a copy. Like, it's very obvious that Conan Gray at least copied or at least got inspired by the shots and ideas from this movie. I mean, literally, look at the red apron. Why did it have to be red? It could be any other color. Why did Conan Gray choose to also make it red? Even the brick wall, like, everything is just all the same. Now you can also understand why the director was so mad. She was responsible for arranging these shots, for writing those scenes. She was behind this movie, making sure the shots look exactly like they do. And now there's someone famous who took her ideas, copied it shot by shot, and got way more money and recognition off of her work, while she got no money and even probably lost money while making this movie. And they didn't even mention anything about being inspired by this movie, or at least tagging her name. Like, that doesn't feel right. But I hate to break it to you, but her ideas are not original either. I can name at least 5 pieces of media or movies or games where there was a brick wall, kissing in the car, something hung up in the car, a mirror scene, a room shot. Like, I can name a lot of movies that have that. It's not original, it just gets used over and over again. This is just regular things that happen in regular life, like people swimming in the water. That was literally me and my friends a few days ago when we had a beach day. All of those things are pieces of life, and they just get recreated in all of those pieces of media in movies because you want to make it look realistic. Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna point at me and my mom because we have something hung up in our car and say that we copied your movie? No, damn it, we just like the keychain. We just thought it was silly and we hang up. That's what people do when they have cars. Those types of shots are not new at all, and they're actually present in a lot of famous movies too. Of course, if you want to highlight an object that's hung up in the car because it has some meaning, you're gonna have to take a shot like this exact one. It's been done million times before. These objects are very significant because they connect both characters in both pieces of media, and it just makes sense that there will be a shot like that. You may be sitting here watching this video and disagreeing with me, and that's totally fine. If my argument doesn't seem convincing enough for you, there is one main thing that you and that director probably failed to realize. This short film, it's not original either. It's based on a book. Yes, the director said that she wrote the film and she directed it, but it's still based on the book. And all the shots that happen are the exact same things that are written in the book directly. So who is stealing from who now? This film is based on a book that she did not write. I think if you follow her logic, if someone has a right to sue Conan Gray for copying, it should be the author of the book because he is the original of all of those ideas. He wrote all the settings, all those specific things, the tennis shoes, the truck. He wrote those characters. In the book, the tennis shoes that are hung up inside the car play a significant role because it was a gift from Dante to Ari for his new car because his dad got him a red truck. While in Conan Gray's music video, there is a wishbone that's hung up because it's the name of the album, and it's also explained in a little dialogue in the beginning of the music video what it actually means.
Hey, Bran. Yeah, well, what's with all the wishbones? I guess I have a lot of wishes.
In the book, Ari had the job of flipping burgers. In Conan's Gray music video, Bran is working and giving a girl ice cream and flirting with her. That's a completely different idea behind a shot. Even though, yeah, camera is positioned the same, it's still different. It highlights a completely different action. Just because they both wear a red apron does not mean anything. In the brick wall scene, come on, I have a brick wall outside of my house. Brick walls are everywhere. Like, I can name 10 movies where they use the brick wall as a background for characters. If we're looking this deep into it, it's not a copy at all. Because in the short film, there's one character at the wall. And in Conan's Gray music video, there's two characters. And they are feeding each other ice cream. So how is that similar? Even the wall is different. Not to even mention that in the short film, the brick wall is filmed during the day. But in Conan's Gray music video, it's filmed during the night. And also the shots from the water, they're completely different. In the film and in the book, Ari and Dante meet at the swimming pool, and Dante offers to teach Ari how to swim. That's their whole start of the story. But in Conan's Gray music video, Will and Bran are swimming in the river. And Conan isn't even swimming, so how is that similar at all? I can name so many other pieces of media, from games to movies, where there have been two characters in the water. Like, I'm so sorry, but you are not original. This idea has been used over and over again. And the scene that she showed where Ari and Dante are walking through the park is nothing like Conan's Gray music video because they're not even at the park. There is some random bushes. How can this be a copy if they're not even at the park? And they're not even walking, they're riding the bike. But despite everything I just said, there are a few things that I cannot get behind, and I completely agree with the director actually, that they may have been used as inspiration for Conan's Gray music video. So in that same bike scene that we just talked about, if you look closely, there is a dog running besides those characters. I hope I'm not hallucinating. I remember that was a dog. And I think that I'm hallucinating because right after that, we don't care about the dog. The dog just disappears. It never gets brought up again. This may have been inspired by Aristotle and Dante, like actually, because in the book, there is a dog named Legs that Ari adopts. And it's so suspicious how these dogs are so similar because the dog just disappears after that. What was the point of even bringing a dog to the music video if it just disappears? But the dog looks like this in a short film adaptation because that's how it was described in the book. It was described in the book as a mix of different breeds and it mostly had white fur. It's not like this director of this short film specifically chose this dog because they like this dog. They chose this dog because that's how it was described in the book. So if they had to pick a dog, it had to be the most accurate to what the book tells them about. And if I sound delusional to you right now, let me tell you what I'm talking about. I personally believe, this is just my theory, that Conan Gray was inspired by the book specifically and not the short adaptation. He was inspired by Aristotle and Dante to discover the secrets of the universe, the book. And just to add a little bit more to this theory, when Conan Gray first announced that there are characters for his new album and he even releases a new album called Wishbone, he posted a letter, like a postcard, sent from one of the characters. And in the book, the letters are the most important thing ever. There are just pages and pages of Ari and Dante just writing letters to each other and reading each other's letters. Like Conan Gray posted a letter as if it was written from one of those characters that don't actually exist in real life. And in the book, it was always letters, letter from Dante, letter from Ari, like you get what I'm saying, right? So what Conan Gray did here actually did remind me of Aristotle and Dante, but not the short film, the book, the original. Moving on, the scene where there's a room and a mirror, even though they may look similar and it's very uncanny that both rooms have just giant full body mirrors, the scenes from music video, they carry a completely different meaning. In Conan's Gray music video, they did this shot with the mirror specifically to film Conan Gray's character stare at the other character and like to show how he admires him, how he catches feelings for him while he's playing guitar. That's why they put a mirror in that damn room. That's why they have this shot to showcase this growing love. And also a lot of people have mirrors in their room. Like I would be more surprised if they didn't have a mirror in the room. That would be so completely unrealistic. So those scenes are completely different. There are completely different things that happen with those shots and they're not even filmed the same. So I have no idea why she thinks that they are a copy of each other because they're not similar at all. Also, the fact that they had a similar shirt in Conan's Gray music video doesn't mean anything. Like, I get it, the resemblance is uncanny and it's crazy how they both wear the same colored shirt. Like, why is it not red? Why is it not yellow? Why is it blue? But a lot of guys wear jerseys. I'm sorry, it's a very popular thing to wear. The shirt is completely insignificant. It's just a clothing. It doesn't play any role. Just because those two characters wear the same jersey doesn't mean that he copied. Yes, this is the same piece of clothing, but it's used in completely different way for completely different scene. So I don't know, like, why are we so mad about this? Even if Conan Gray or the director that filmed this music video was inspired by that particular blue jersey and wanted to get the same one, how does this matter? It's just a jersey. You didn't even make it yourself. It's just a jersey. It's just a jersey. It's just a jersey. Nobody cares about the jersey. And lastly, the truck. You see, in both of those pieces of media, they drive a truck. Except in the film, Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe, the truck is red because that's what's written in the book. But in Conan's Gray music video, it's, I think, black. These trucks are different colors. I'm sure Conan Gray would have a budget for a red truck if he wanted to go all out and copy this film. This may have been just a coincidence. There are actually different reasons why Conan Gray could also use a truck in his music video. For example, the characters Will and Brando could have been from the past. I mean, they are literally writing letters to each other. When was the last time you wrote a letter? like a full letter, like sent it with a postcard envelope? Like, when was the last time you did it? Because I have never done it in my life. But if you don't know how to write letters, you can always write me a love letter and send it to me. I would not mind that. Maybe the truck just fit the vibe and aesthetic and the mood board for this music video. Maybe those characters are actually from like the 80s or something. And if you look at it, it would be weird if they just used a normal modern car. Still, just the fact that both of those pieces of media have trucks is so suspicious. It's such a weird coincidence that I really agree with the director. Maybe it was copied actually. Also, the fact that the letter that Conan Gray posted on his Instagram, it says that it was sent from Texas, which is where the book Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe is based on. It's based in El Paso, Texas. So it's such a crazy coincidence that I really cannot make up an excuse for it. Me personally, when I first watched Conan Gray music video, I thought first of a movie called Call Me by Your Name. That was the first thought that ever came to my mind, probably because of the bikes and because of the vibe of it and outfits. It's a little bit giving kind of Call Me by Your Name. I thought of five more movies before I could even reach that this actually is kind of giving Aristotle and Dante. At this point of the video, you may have mixed feelings about this controversy. Don't worry. Me too. It is absolutely no surprise that after watching these short clips, you may think that Conan Gray actually copied this short film. It's because this director nitpicked those scenes and put them side by side. She didn't show what happens after those scenes. If you actually watch the music video, it's a completely different idea, and there are multiple other scenes that are not related to the short film at all. They are not similar, it's a completely different plot. What about like the whole 2 minutes of music video that are not copied, that are completely different and don't look like a short film? If you actually go watch the music video and you see what happens in those scenes and what's the context behind them, and actually any other scene that she did not show, you will realize that Conan Gray did not copy this short film. I'm sorry, I understand that those scenes may look similar. Yes, they are similar, heck yeah, but those ideas are not original and it's not the main plot of the music video. But you know what? The director in the caption said that she just wanted a tag from Conan Gray and the director, that she actually messaged them and that she actually demanded for an explanation but did not receive an honest answer. And you know what? She's right. If Conan Gray or the director who shot the music video was actually inspired by the short film directed by her, he should have given her credit. He should have at least acknowledged it. I absolutely agree with her and I understand why she's upset. But what makes it all so unbelievable, and what you have to keep in mind while watching this, is that this movie is not known. It's not known. It's very niche. It has a very small audience. It's only people who have read the book that have chances of discovering this movie. I highly doubt that Conan Gray even knows about the existence of this movie. However, the book is popular. The book, I know people who have read this book in middle school. I only got to it now. I'm saying all of this to make a point that the chances of Conan Gray specifically picking this short, unknown film and copying it when nobody knows about it and never knew about it before the controversy are very low. The chances are so low. And although I said I agree with the director and I understand why she's upset, there is one thing that is very off-putting to me, is that she tried to bring up Conan Gray's name as much as possible, when I think the director who shot the music video has some questions to answer rather than Conan Gray. It's not like Conan Gray took a camera and shot this whole music video on his own. No, of course, he had a director. Like, I'm so sure that all of those shots, the director is responsible for them. So if you have any questions, you should be asking them to the director. Conan Gray was not responsible for anything in that music video except for choosing the actors, which is him and his friend, and also the wishbone and the whole concept of the wishbone. That's it. The main issue is between two directors, and they can solve it between two of them. Conan Gray got nothing to do with this. There is no need to tag Conan Gray and have this issue with Conan Gray when he's not responsible for this. There is a theory that this director actually decided to create this whole controversy out of nothing in order to get exposure for the film and to get more attention so that people finally watch it. But honestly, I have to disagree with this because it's actually bringing more negative attention than positive attention, and people now choose to purposely boycott this film and do whatever is possible to not watch it because of the way this director is answering to the comments. Oh no, a car, a jersey, a red apron, and a brick wall. It's almost as if these are such generic item scenes. Denial is okay. Go donate. Someone's insecure. You got me pegged. Like, what? What does that mean? I think if she wasn't replying to the comments so aggressively, a lot of Conan Gray fans would actually love to see this movie. I think they would really enjoy it, and I think it will bring more people to watch it from the Conan Gray fan base. But just because of her attitude and because she's so petty about this, people just don't want to accept that. In conclusion, I think this film is great, and despite everything I just said, I recommend you watch it and you actually support this passion project because no matter what I said in this video, I'm actually so grateful that this film exists because it actually made those characters and my favorite book come to life, and I don't have to use my maladaptive daydreaming to imagine the plot of the book anymore because I have a film now. Yay! So far, the director did not press any charges and she also did not sue Conan Gray. So I think both of those fandoms will be able to exist in peace, and I actually do recommend this book. Like, actually read it. It's so great. But again, that's just my opinion. If you have a different one, you can always express it in my comment section. And if you just want to say something about the situation and whether you agree with me or not, who do you think is in the right, whether it was actually a copy or just a coincidence, you can always say your opinion in the comments. Because even if you don't know any of those people and you actually have no idea what I'm talking about, it's actually so great because you can give me your unbiased perspective and your opinion, and I would love to hear it. I will ask you to please once again subscribe to my channel and my other social media that are linked in description. Like this video or not, I don't really care. And now, bye!